Hello? I cannot believe I have not used this setup before. Why did I think filming here would be a good idea? Anyway, over time I've gotten like more and more hesitant to get super personal on the internet, which ultimately I do think is a good thing. But I already talk about mental health a lot, especially the past couple years. So I wanted to at least update you. I get, basically, if this is the last mental health video I ever make, which is not likely, but if it is, I would at least like that theme of videos to end on a positive note. I'm gonna be mortified if a child just... I feel really awkward, first of all, doing this. And I'll explain why. Basically, the past 2 years, year and a half, have been really intense for, I mean, shit, most of us, most of the world. But even just on a personal level for me, I had some of the most intense realizations about my life. And I understand if this isn't super interesting to most people. It's like, hey, we're here to laugh and be dumb, not like hear your life story. But it is important to me, and I like feel like I can't move on with my content until I talk about this. First of all, I should mention that I've been in therapy with the same therapist for about 2 years at this point, or almost 2 years. Plus, I am back on antidepressants as of almost 1 year ago. So I think both of those things heavily play into like what is happening in my brain. Oh, by the way, this is a heating pad. It's not just some like weird water bottle looking thing. Just so you know. The biggest, most like poignant, why am I trying to use big words? The biggest realization is that I think I like forgot really what my past was, or like what my childhood was. And I know that sounds weird because my childhood is half my content. To tell you the truth, like I think all of that content, other than it just being easy material and fun material, it was fun to do. Subconsciously, I think that was me trying to connect with my past and my child self and my inner child, if you will. But I went about it the complete wrong way. I think now, don't regret those videos at all. I had a great time making them. They're funny, so I don't want to taint those videos by talking about them like this. Recently, and by recently I mean maybe the past like 6 months, I've felt the most like child me that I've ever felt in my life. And it's been the weirdest, like just bear with me, please. Like, I don't know if this is such a weird thing to make a video about, but I like felt like I needed to talk about it. Oh. You okay? Okay. Really, since I came back from Delaware, that's kind of when it started, because when I went back to Delaware, it just like reset me. It was really weird. And yeah, I had a great time filming those videos. I still think they're funny. I'm just saying I see it in a different way now. When I was watching those and reacting to them and making fun of them, I was uncomfortable because I wanted that back. Like I wanted that spirit back. God. And I was like jealous of her. I was like jealous of me as a 10-year-old.
Hello?
Hi.
What's your name?
I'm Taylor. What's your name?
Are you a mommy?
No.
What got those?
Huh?
Good.
This?
Yeah.
It's a tattoo.
What got?
Tattoo place. It's where they draw on you. Yeah. The core of this whole new journey of self-discovery was this realization I had about mental illness, really, or at least where mine stems from. in hindsight, it seems so obvious to me, almost laughably obvious to me. And from the outside, it may be extremely obvious too. And it's not that I forgot, because how can you forget? But like, I had major surgery twice a year from the time I was around 7 years old to when I was around 17. So that's 10 years, 2 surgeries a year, 20 surgeries. And what do you do when you're recovering from a major back surgery? You are bedridden for weeks. You're in pain. You're in a bad mood a lot of the time. You're alone. You're dissociating, distracting yourself with whatever you can, and you're not like working or going to school. And that would last for, I don't know, up to 2 months before I was back to like completely normal again. And what do you do when you're depressed? Lay in bed, be alone, be sad, moody, be in pain, not productive. I stopped having the surgeries when I was around 17 because that's when I stopped growing. So my body, I think, just got used to doing that twice a year because I had done it for my whole life. My whole life. Not by choice, ew. And so then when I stopped having the surgeries, my body was like confused. She said, okay, but we're still doing this though. We're still doing the I'm not moving for 5 weeks thing. We didn't get our back cut open this time, but we're supposed to feel like we can't even move right now. So we're just gonna do that again. Even though physically you're perfectly fine, it's time to do that thing again where you don't want to be a person. Is this weird to talk about on the internet? Like, what have I already talked about on the internet though? Like, honestly, that's another thing. I hate that. No, I don't. I don't hate. I love today. I'm done hating. And again, bear with me here. Because I almost feel like I'm coming back into my body for the first time since childhood. And that sounds dramatic and like might sound weird. I feel weird saying it, but it's the best way that I can think to describe how I'm feeling. I'll put it this way. I feel like I've been on almost autopilot for the past 5 years at least.
Are you doing it? Yeah.
I thought there was something behind me. I need to relax. I used to blame my depression and anxiety on specific experiences that I had, most of them involving people. And yeah, while I had experiences that definitely didn't help my mental state, I was practically Olympically trained to be depressed. I'm sorry. It's kind of funny though. It's not, but I can laugh at it because it's just like matter of fact to me. Like what? I had therapy yesterday. When I told my therapist this like realization, he said he thought he was gonna start crying, and I laughed. That was the first time that it hit me that I don't hear it the same way when I describe it to people. Because to me, it'd be the same thing if one of my friends said they were going to the beach for the weekend with their family. Just instead of, oh, you're going to the beach with your family this weekend, I'm getting back surgery this weekend. It's just what I was doing. So even up to now, when I tell people about those experiences, like I did not hear it in the way it was coming out. I don't know. Not that I expect someone to cry every time I tell them about my situation, but just, it's weird. It's just these weird realizations of like, oh my God, I've been so mentally outside for so long. Can they hear me? And talking openly about my health issues, not just mental health issues, but health issues in general, was so normal to me growing up. Like everyone just talked about it. It wasn't a secret. And then especially when I was in middle and high school, I went to a school with kids with other chronic illnesses. So it was a normal thing there too. I didn't think twice about it in social settings as an adult or on the internet. it was just what I was talking about. But the past like 5 years, I would say, things got especially weird because I was moving from teenager to young adult, and that's already hard for anyone. But I had a little extra spice sprinkled in to my lore. In addition to that period being already awkward, it's also probably the period where I had the least socialization. And turns out it's like a lot harder to get to know yourself, like your own person, if you don't socialize a lot. Does that make sense? I had like people that I would hang out with in real life, but vast majority of my socialization was online. So I started to like shape my personality around my struggles, mental or physical, combined with people I watched on YouTube or people I saw on the internet, which is, I'm not the only person that did that. I'm aware that's a very common like teenage thing to do, but I feel like I rode that wave for longer than most. I feel like I'm not making any sense, or like I'm sounding different, you know, like I'm different. So I'm getting like insecure now. Hello. But the one thing that I did know that I loved and was true to me was creating things, making specifically videos. So I kept creating things, even if I wasn't sure exactly why. So that's the one thing that kept constant, but it definitely got to a place where I wasn't enjoying things anymore. And I don't even just mean making videos, I just mean things, like hobbies, anything. It was more of a, logically, I should enjoy this, so I definitely do. Logically, I should love making videos. Logically, I should love streaming myself playing video games because I like video games and I like watching people stream, and I definitely should be really happy about this. Why aren't I? No, I am. I should be, so I am. And I got really sick of that mentality. That's why I haven't been as active the past like year or two maybe, because I was trying so hard to like hold on to that. I want to reiterate though that like everything I'm saying in this video, even though it sounds sad, I'm saying it from a positive place because I'm able to look at it from a different perspective now, which helps the way that I look at life in general. Hello? 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 Nice. If I look back at this and there's still something there, I'm gonna be pissed. Basically, for example, when I filmed the narration part for the BTS album reaction video, I had just finished crying my eyes out to my mom because I felt like I was falling out of love with the one thing that has consistently made me truly happy since I was a kid. Dark, sad, sorry. I'm really not trying to bring the mood down here, but like, it got really bad and it scared the shit out of me because that was the one constant in my life, even when stuff did get really dark. And to feel like I was losing that was terrifying. Why am I afraid? Why am I afraid? Be approachable and... And speaking of BTS, actually, I genuinely think that getting into them and becoming a fan of them helped me reconnect with that carefree, fun part of myself. Because there are 7 grown dudes and they're out here like being goofy and like fun, but they're also super talented and attractive. So finding them at a point where I was so low reminded me, I guess, that there's like still a childlike joy to life. Look. I've been like reciting what I was gonna say in this video for weeks at this point, and I still like don't even know if this is the weirdest thing I've ever posted on the internet or not, but I don't really care at this point because, like I said earlier, it won't stop spinning in my brain and I feel like I can't make anything else until I make this. I don't know where to go. She's leaving, she's leaving, she's leaving. Oh my God. I'm going on a swing, going on a swing. Oh my God, no one's here now. That's what I wanted this whole time. So anyway, I'm going to their concert and I'm having so many feelings about, what was that? What is that? What was that? No. I'm having a lot of feelings about it. Yeah, I don't know. I can't really even talk about it because I don't have words. Like, I'm just really looking forward to it. I'm going to the show on December 1st. And I'm going with my mom because she loves them too. And it's just wild because last year, that's like all I wanted. And now it's happening and like I obviously have struggled with my self-image as an adult for a while. I noticed that I felt like if I showed any sign of like youth or acting young, that would like put me at risk for not being an adult or something. So I felt, you know, I started to take myself too seriously in some ways. Always felt like there was something I needed to prove. And not saying that I don't still feel like that. I think everybody feels like that sometimes. But finally, started to realize that I'm finding a balance between adult and child that I think everyone should be at to really like enjoy life. I don't know. Did I miss anything on my notes? Basically, hi, nice to meet you. This is dramatic. I'm not saying like I have been gone the past 5 years, but it feels like the girl from the old home videos is coming back. It's the weirdest sensation. If me at 10 knew that this is what I would be doing for my job at 24, I would scream. This might sound weird. I could say that about everything I've said in this video, but this could sound weird. But bear with me, please, and thank you. Like, I feel like child Taylor just came back into adult Taylor's body while adult Taylor on autopilot has been doing the work as best she could, but now like child Taylor's coming into the driver's seat. I feel so insane right now. It kind of like she got handed all these resources, but no idea what to do with them. Y'all watch Big Mouth? Did y'all see that one episode where Nick goes into his brain and the scene is like his inner child sitting in a dark corner alone? That's what it felt like. Look, I'm saying this because things are okay right now. It sounds sad. And like my parents might be watching this video like, girl, what? I feel it's important. I've already shared a lot of my life and you guys have come this far with me. So like, why not make you a part of this part too? You know? I can't tell. How far does sound travel? How far? How quiet do I have to speak? In conclusion, I guess, just thank you. Oh, today's Thanksgiving that I'm filming this. How fitting. Thank you, thankful for you. But really, seriously, for sticking around, especially the past couple years, I hope you will continue to stay. Because I feel like I'm getting that passion for it back. It's awkward still. I will be returning to Twitch soon as well. I originally took a break because of the follow bot thing and the hate raids that were going on, but then that turned into an even longer hiatus because I was shape-shifting apparently. I have been working on future merch designs for months now. It's just been very spread out because of life, but that has been in the cards for a minute. I'm just taking my time with it. So like, it'll happen. Please stand by. I still feel awkward. Don't even really know how to end this video. What, like, was there a conclusion? Was there a beginning, middle, and end to this? I don't know. I hope this, have you enjoyed this? Question mark. I know I have quite a few viewers that also have like chronic illnesses that have gone through a lot of the same things that I have. So I'm sure that a good amount of you could relate to that. I'm gonna go because I'm gonna not stop talking. I'm just gonna keep rambling. But thank you if you watch this whole thing and if you listen to me. Thank you again for being here, and I will see you next time. Love you, bye. Stupid.